This is the episode of Things You Should Know that might actually save your financial life. We're talking about the most boring document in the world that determines if you go broke after a crash. Stick with us. It's time to learn how to read your insurance policy. I'm Josephine Peña Persaud. I'm a personal injury attorney in New York. My day-to-day is focused on running my personal injury practice based in Queens. But I started posting on social media and created an injury law community after a decade of being in the legal industry because I believe getting injured is hard, but getting legal help doesn't have to be. So, many of you are driving around right now thinking you have full coverage. That is a marketing term, not a legal one. Imagine this. You get into a crash. Your car's in the shop. You go to the counter to get a rental car, assuming it's free. The agent looks at you and says, sorry, you didn't buy rental reimbursement. You're not walking to work for a month. That is why you need to read the policy. You have to understand the golden rule of the road. Insurance follows the vehicle. It does not follow the driver. Your vehicle is the thing being insured. If you have 3 cars, you might have 3 different levels of protection. You need to know what is attached to the metal you're driving. So how do you find out what you have? You open your app or call your agent and ask for the declaration page. If you want to sound like a nerd or an insider, tell them, send me my deck page, please. This is the receipt that tells you exactly what you bought and what coverage you actually have. Let's look at a nightmare scenario. Imagine you're driving a $50,000 SUV. You're proud of it. Suddenly, someone hits you. Your car totaled. The bad news, the driver who hit you only has a $25,000 in insurance. Their insurance cuts you a check for the $25K. You're still $25,000 in the hole. You can't buy a new car. The panic sets in. But wait, a smart lawyer grabs your deck page. They look for a specific line called Uninsured Motorist Property Damage, or UMPD. If you pay for that add-on, that specific coverage is designed to protect you with the additional $25,000 of protection when the other guy is underinsured. So people ask, what happens if the other driver has no money at all? That is where uninsured motorist coverage actually kicks in. It is the opposite of bodily injury. Bodily injury pays the people who you hurt. Uninsured motorist pays you when the person who hit you can't pay. It's the only way to protect yourself from other people's bad decisions. Let's decode the numbers on the page. You see 25/50. That means if you hurt someone, the insurance pays up to $25,000 for one person, but no more than $50,000 for the whole accident. If you hurt a bus full of people, that $50,000 runs out very fast. And guess who they sue for the rest? You. Another common question is, why am I paying a deductible if a hailstorm wrecked my hood? That falls under comprehensive coverage. It's not a collision, but it's still damage. You have to pay that $500 out of pocket first before the insurance company pays the dime. It's the cost of doing business. The biggest question we get is, how much insurance should I actually get or buy? I'm not here to sell you insurance, but here's my educated 2 cents. If you have assets, you need adequate limits to protect your financial future from a judgment. If you're exposed, you are vulnerable. Now, I hear you say, but I don't have any assets, I'm broke. Bet. If you truly have nothing to lose, then state minimum insurance might be fine for you. But the moment you get that promotion or you buy that house, you need to up those limits immediately. Let's talk about that rental car again. Even if you have coverage, it is usually capped. Say you have a $500 total for a rental. At $50 a day, that is 30 days. If you drive a Tesla or there's supply chain issues, your car might be in the shop for 2 months. After day 30, you are paying for that rental yourself. At the top firms in New York, this is day 1 training. It doesn't matter if you're a seasonal trial lawyer or a junior paralegal. The first thing we do is teach you to read the deck page. There's commercial lines, personal lines, all of it. Because we know that while we all hate paying for insurance, it is the only thing that makes the world go around when metal hits metal. Here's a trap that ruins families: the additional driver. If you have a 17-year-old living in your house who drives your car regularly, you must list them. If you don't list them because you want to save some money and they crash your car, the insurance company can deny the claim entirely. They will say you hit a risk. But what if my neighbor just borrows the car to run to the store? You're usually covered in that scenario under permissive use. You don't need to list every single person who ever touches your keys, just the people who live with you and who drive your car regularly. Here's the challenge for today. This isn't exciting. There are no explosions here, but I want you to open your app right now. Pull up your deck page. Look at your limits. Ask yourself, if I caused a massive crash today, would I lose my house? If the answer is yes, make the call. If you have any questions about your insurance policy, drop a comment below. Stay safe out there.